This is Senator Jim Runestad, and I'm here today to investigate and find out whether the policy of putting the COVID-infected patients in with non-infected patients was safe because of the filtration systems. Were the filtration systems that filter the air in these nursing homes adequate to protect these patients? We're going to talk to one of the well-known experts on heating and air and filtration systems in the state of Michigan, Bill Jensen, and we're about to find out.
I graduated from Michigan Tech in 1974, and I worked in the engineering and mechanical field all the way up through this year, as a matter of fact, starting in 1976 officially in this industry. Air handling systems, and most importantly for the last 4 years, working on sequences of operation for major acute healthcare facilities.
First off, the operation that we had at Coble that was kind of a field hospital, did that have the kind of filtration systems that were needed?
I believe it did. The Corps of Engineers did that as a field hospital, and I've toured that building, and I know quite a bit about the infrastructure. And during that time, they modified the controls in those major air handling systems to be able to create negative pressure areas, isolation areas, once we knew that this was aerosol.
The Corps of Engineers also worked on the suburban showcase. Now, you don't have firsthand knowledge, but my understanding that there was a lot of similarity in terms of how they were set up.
Yes, I would suspect so. Now, they surveyed, 28 or 29 locations in Michigan, and I know what they were looking for. They were looking for HVAC and mechanical systems that would be the easiest to convert for large area isolation rooms.
What we had for what they called regional hubs at that time were nursing homes that were under 80% census, and those were ordered to set a dedicated unit up to house COVID patients, but were, to your knowledge, were they capable of having the proper filtration systems?
Man, it depends on the age of the nursing home. In fact, the newest design nursing homes, the last one I did, which was 2015 to 16, there is no way that I ever even considered the ability to create a unit level or an area level isolation. They're not built for that. It's very, very critical. In Michigan, in hospital work, the air change rate per hour in a resident room or patient room, ORs, all of those are mandated for us. In nursing homes, in a resident nursing home, there isn't necessarily that requirement, that an air change rate is minimum.
The vast majority of these regional hubs were simply not designed to be able to take in patients who have a COVID infection. Like you said, it's aerosol, so it's going to be in the air, and having a plastic curtain is the separation between the rooms isn't going to be sufficient to prevent the spread of the COVID.
Not without continuous monitoring, and more importantly, once it's made, once those modifications are made, that they be commissioned, which is an independent agent that comes in and verifies that everything, not only is it installed the way it was designed, but it's working the way it was programmed to work, and that you can monitor that.
That if you have a nursing home and it has the standard filtration system, and you're bringing COVID-infected patients in, there's virtually no way to stop that from being transferred throughout the hospital.
Most nursing homes are lucky if they have one AII, an airborne infection isolation room, capable. They don't always have to use it as that. You can switch, theoretically, you can switch them back and forth. But during a survey, CMS or CD or the Joint Commission would come in, and if that room is capable, they would want to see it. But typically it's only one room with one small exhaust and an ante-room, maybe, that helps you set that up as isolation control.
So was it a cost factor? It was why they didn't add this additional humidity feature?
The least expensive, look at the nursing homes we're building today. From skilled nursing to a regular old, good old nursing home. They're on a slab, there's no elevators, you don't want vertical transportation, they cost a fortune to put in and maintain the licensing on them. They're on a slab, they're stick built, framed, wood frame, right? The least expensive HVAC system you can put in, but in a nursing home today, that's why. It's the least expensive way to build a facility and get it up and running and operating as a nursing facility.